Hello everyone, I'm Monica Steiner.
And I'm Dr. Greg Steiner.
And welcome to one of our 2019, we've started,
Oh, good Lord.
it's
Yes.
the new year, Dr. Greg and Monica's Lifestyle Solutions, this time on exercise is what I want to talk to everybody about. Yes, so hopefully you've had a great end of the year. Hopefully you have done a little bit of exercise, even if that meant walking the dog or a few things that you might have done during the break. It is the new year now.
Here we go.
You know what, and the trouble is so many people, I'm sure everyone has made some sort of health and fitness New Year's resolution. And I'm going to be cheering you on that you continue with that and that you meet those goals, whatever those may have been. But one of the important things when you're coming back from the holidays is to start slow. Don't say, oh, I've made this goal, I'm just going to go straight in, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to go to the gym one time. You're going to be so sore because you haven't done anything for a long time, and you're not going to go back for another week or two.
God forbid you'll tweak or pull something, and then you won't be able to work out for a while.
Don't want to do that. So you may encounter, when you're going back to the gym, whether you've been there before or going back, you're going to encounter some aches and pains from not having done exercise. That's okay. And because of that, number one, you want to make sure that you warm up. Very, very important to warm up. And I am terrible at that. I like going straight into a workout and not warming up. I come from a background where I've always been extremely flexible and I've been able to do that, but I have found that as I get older and older, it is so important, just for the longevity point of view, to be able to warm up a little bit, and then I won't get those aches and pains after the fact.
I'd second that one. I probably warm up 5 times as long as I did when I was younger. But most of my injuries were accumulated when I was younger, and a lot of it can be attributed to just jumping right into things. Then half we think you're good, then you pull something, so it's indispensable.
Other thing is, be consistent. And what I mean by that is, I rather you do less than, so that you will be back, than you do a lot that first day. Oh, I'm just going to do extra exercise, or I'm going to lift some heavier weights. The last time I did this is how much I was lifting, so I need to do that weight or more. No, start off slow, because I rather you leave wanting to come back and wanting to do more, and then 2 or 3 days afterwards, when you start feeling sore, you are sore, but it's not bad enough not to want to go again. My rule of thumb here, if you're doing exercise and within a few hours or by that evening you start feeling sore, ouch, because it's going to get worse. 2 days later, it's going to get even worse on the 3rd day. So it's very normal the next day, 2 days later, to start feeling that soreness, and that's a good, healthy soreness, I think, too. So if you're new at this, what I would recommend is start with, maybe 3 times a week, going to the gym to do a certain amount of exercise, whether that's at the gym or at home, and start with about 30 minutes of actual weight-bearing exercise, which is wonderful for your bones. That's where it'll, especially for us ladies, if you're over the age of 40, 50, osteoporosis will start setting in, and we all get osteoporosis, some to more or less extent, so that's very important. And then maybe 20 minutes with some type of cardio, whether that is walking, biking, doing something at the gym, doing something with your dog or your kids or the family. That's great. Now, if you're a seasoned person, in the sense that you're an athlete already, or you're used to going to the gym, start back maybe 3 to 4 times a week, and then you can increase that.
Yes.
But if you start back, you've been going to the gym every single day, and you do that again, you're going to be so sore, and you're not going to want to do that. Other recommendation I'd have is decide on a goal. And that goal may be, I want to be stronger, I want to be leaner, I want to achieve X, Y, or Z, a certain record, a certain milestone. Have that in the back of your mind, and you want to work slowly towards that specific goal, as opposed to saying, I just want to get fit and healthy and go to the gym. That's a great goal, but there's nothing, how do you define that? So make sure that you define exactly what you want to do within, obviously, getting fitter, feeling better, being healthier.
The point is to work out with a sense of direction, so you're more likely to stay on track than if you just go in and just play.
Before going, what I like to do, I have just a little idea for maybe a plan for your first week back at the gym. And this would be day 1, So if you're going to do this for a couple of weeks, now when you first start coming back to the gym, day one, lower body. And what I'd ask you to do is 7 different exercises. One of them for your quads and hamstrings. And basically the day one would be your quad, your hamstrings, your glutes. So some exercises there would be some sort of a squat, and that can be an air squat, or it can be a squat with weights. Some sort of a press, a leg press with your legs together, which will be obviously with a machine. Then do a different exercise, a leg press with your legs wide apart. Do some, for your hamstrings, some curls. And I'd suggest you get on the machine, do some lying hamstring curls. And then choose another set of curls, which could either be standing or sitting curls. Another thing for your hamstrings is doing plie. So you want to really get into a horse stance, like a martial arts horse stance, when your legs are out here. Your feet are facing outward, and your back is straight, your hips are forward, and you are going down. And you could have a weight in your hand, or whether that's a dumbbell, and so you're touching that dumbbell to the ground and then back up again, and you're going to feel that in your hamstrings.
Yeah, of all things.
Other thing for your glutes would be some sort of a kickback, where you're taking your leg and you're actually kicking back with your rear end, so you can and really squeeze your rear end when you're doing that. You'll feel that. And so that's about 7 exercises right there. I would recommend doing 4 sets of each of those. 15 to 20, and the reason why I want you to do the higher volume is because I don't want you to go that heavy. It's not about that. I want to get your muscles starting into movement and working again. You can think about heavy stuff once you get back into it. So that's your day 1. Your day 2 would be your upper body. So how about some lat pull downs, which is for your back, your laterals, some low rows, once again for your back again. The pec deck, which would be for your chest, that's when you're coming around this way. Bicep curls, some sort of bicep curls. Want to work on those biceps. Tricep pull down. So grab the cables, and you want to be you're not going up and down. Your elbows are staying by your side, and you're pulling down with your tricep over here. For your shoulders, how about some lateral raises? And you can do that with a dumbbell. You can do that with a cable as well. So you come in basically out here to the side. Front raises, and you can do that. Usually I'll just grab anywhere between a 10-pound plate or a 25-pound plate or a dumbbell, and you're just going straight up and down. Those are about 7 exercises as well. 4 sets of 15 of those. Then, so that was day 1 is lower, day 2 is upper. Rest, rest. On day 5, which is your day 3 of your workout, I want you to do the whole body. So you're going to do what you did in day 1 and day 2. You're going to do that entire workout, but you're going to do 2 sets of each instead of 4. That's day 5. Day 6 is a rest. Day 7 is a rest. And then start back up again the second week doing the exact same thing. What do you think?
I think it's an excellent way to get back introduced to the new year. You're back on track.
New year, new you, and new format for us. We want to hear from you on exactly what you want to know when it comes to nutrition, what you want to know when it comes to health and conditions, and what you want to know when it comes to exercise. Monica Steiner.
And I'm Dr. Greg Steiner.
For Lifestyle Solutions, we'll see you next time.